You may recall on the last video I finished off with saying one of the subscribers was sending me a parcel or two, or even three. Well, they've arrived and we're going to find out what's inside. Well, this is it, folks. It's Christmas Day, and so I've got three parcels here. Before I open them, I'd like to say a big thank you to Pam Kemp, who sent the parcels. She's a regular subscriber to my channel. It has been for a very long time. So thanks for that, Pam. And I'm going to have a look what's inside now after that long wait. Right, the slot in the middle is where I've took my dress off before I've done any filming. So look in. Unbelievable. I've heard of a seed competition, but this is ridiculous. I'm just gobsmacked. I cannot believe the seeds in here. That's only one box. I'm dreading to think what's in the next box. I'll just under this box, I'll just cut off this seed, then I'll come back to you. It's unbelievable of how many packets of seeds and varieties there are. The first thing I'll probably do is catalogue the seeds that I have got, and then we can go from there. I'm just overwhelmed. Well, it's not very often I'm stuck for words, but I can honestly say on this occasion I am. Thanks again, Pam. It's very, very generous of you. The selection here is unbelievable, and I wouldn't think there's anything I ever need that's not in here. You may recall that I mentioned about Mick Pulteney. I don't know if I've put the clip on this episode yet, where we went down and put a new cover on the Polytunnel for his special needs gardeners. I'll be getting in touch with Mick quite soon actually, find out if they've purchased seeds yet, and if not, I'll be sending a big collection down there for them to enjoy down there, and also for the disabled gardeners on the plot next door. So very few words I can think of, but thanks. Thank you very much. Well, to say that was a surprise is a bit of an understatement. Just as I'd filmed the opening shot of me with the boxes in my hand, I was about to take them to the greenhouse and open them in there when my phone rang. It was Mick Pulteney saying that the new Polytunnel cover, the replacement, had arrived and was he available to pop down. Well, Mick's about 20 miles away, so I said, yeah, I'll be down straight away. So I put the parcels back into my greenhouse and I made it down to the Mick, and we got the tunnel underway, as you'll see in this clip coming up. Bonus for me there, the green team arrived as well. I'd seen them a couple of days earlier for the first time, but they arrived again, and it was as though they'd known me for years. But to see them around Mick, it's just unbelievable. He's like the Pied Piper. Them round him all the time, them shouting him all the time, and he loves it as well. But the faces, as they arrived, the polytunnel cover had just been thrown over the frame, and the faces just lit up, and it made it all worthwhile, as you'll see.
Well, for us it was all a bloody storm, it was a hurricane. Because to take a cover off a tunnel, when it's been down a few years, they've done well to get away with it. But to rip, I mean, I think it's 650 gauge, and for a storm to do that.
What did it actually take? Rip the cover off? Or
Yeah,
just
it ripped it. It ripped it, and then once you got a rip in, then obviously once the winds can get in, it took the bloody lot. Well, originally when these went in, probably about 9 years ago, everything was funded.
Yeah.
Basically, national lottery money, different groups, but I'd have to pay for nothing. It was just labour and time and that. But obviously, this is the first thing now that that we've had to replace, and priced them up, and that was between 300 and 400 quid with Cheapest, and that they got no money.
So how did you do about that then?
The only thing I did, so I got in touch with Northern Polytunnels, and Matthew, somebody.
I'll put a link underneath the what's it. And did they accommodate you? Did they give you a good discount or something?
Well, I rung him up, and he says, if you put everything on, I mean, I could have been anybody on the phone. He said, if you put everything in writing, i.e. email, explaining what's happened and all this. Because I said, obviously I'm blagging it like, you know, on the scrounge, but I'll promote you everywhere I can.
Yeah.
And within 3 days, it'd come in the post.
We've got overlaps to bring over now, haven't we?
You're going to need that one in.
Say hello, Aidan, to the people.
What's that?
Hello,
Nigel.
Nigel, 200 quid, that's 200 quid.
50 quid from Lidl. No, Aldi.
No, you do with them. No, you do with them. You put them on them.
On your head, you can put them on your head, yeah. Put them on your hat.
On your bike.
Yeah.
You can get some with the case and that.
I believe that if I saw it.
Doing too much. So you're having a rest today, then, are you? Obviously.
They've been litter picking this morning.
Just put that.
Where's your name?
What do you do now? Well, we're helping when we can. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best thing that you could do, Stu, is to actually just sit down and have a rest.
There's only one person working up there.
Okay. So if you want to go and sit next to Edward down there, then you can see how it's all done. Okay. Bit of an education.
Anything you want to do, and you put on for you.
Nick!
We had the funny.
Right.
Yeah, right.
What's that there?
You're suffering from
Who's there, Gary?
Wave to the camera.
Scott!
Right, plan B.
I'm here.
that's the end of 2.5 hours. Mickey, they done a bad job on that. Where do
Done
you
well.
think it's gone?
I'm chuffed. Our mate upstairs looked after us, i.e. sun, no rain, no wind and all.
And anybody fit in the Polytunnel for the first time, what recommendations would you get?
Get some help.
Plenty of help.
Without these two, I'd have been knackered. Like Nigel was coming anyway to film, but luckily he was here. He put on auto. But having Mick here and all,
It's just quite a difficult job, isn't it?
yeah, you got to have 3 minimum for the tunnel this size to stretch it. Because to get the cover, once you got the cover on, you then let it settle for a. Today wasn't too bad because we got no cloud whatsoever. So within half hour, your plastic was nice and supple, and then you could stretch it, as you can see here.
Lovely and tight.
And it's turned out better than what I expected.
Plus we had our friends, the green team,
They was here,
they love it, don't they? I think you're their hero because they're shouting for you all the time.
I am.
So,
three of them follow me when I go for a pedal. I have to talk to them through the door.
So you've done the donkey work now. All that's left now is clearing up and tidying the edges up. So when will you be doing that, tomorrow or something?
I've cut all the rubbish off. Now I've got to show my face tomorrow. Mrs is retired now.
Oh, right, is it?
If I legs it out with the mother somewhere, then I'm alright. But the main work is done. It's just little bits. A few more screws got to come in. There's only one little hole where it went through a bolt. I missed that around the other side. But it's just little odds and sods.
And I suppose you'd like to give your friends who supplied the plastic a mention as well.
Oh, Northern Polytunnels.
So,
without them, we'd be right in it, and they would.
Yeah.
They got no money. I mean, we help them out as an allotment site, but you can only help them out so much.
Yeah.
Because obviously, you've got too many plot holders who are going to moan. But Colligate Gardening Club, the allotment committee are also committee Colligate Gardening Club, which is different, obviously, and we help them out as well. But as far as a cover's concerned, 300 quid's worth or whatever, there's no way we can do it. So without them, we'd have been knackered.
To see the smiles on the faces, those like lapping it up and
yeah,
it makes it all worthwhile.
When we had it with Storm Doris, well, it was a hurricane to us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What a bloody storm my house. When they said the damage here, there was two of them crying. One of them looks after the grapevine inside, and that's all he was worried about. You know, he had smacked the grapevine. It's a nice thick one.
Yeah.
And it took a few years. I mean, the old cover like that one there, it's been on 8-9 here, and they're only guaranteed for 5 years. So they've done well out of it anyway.
Yeah.
But that one, that's another 80 year, I hope. Bloody better be.
Yeah.
Nah, done us proud.
So that's it then, folks. From a lovely sunny day in the heart of the Black Country, I wish you all a farewell. And it's goodbye from me.
Ta-ra a bit.
All the best.
See you later. Ta-ra. As you can gather from that, there's a lot more happy faces back down the allotment over there now. Anyway, by the time I got home, I went straight back into my greenhouse because I was itching to find out what was inside those 3 packages. And as you say, it was a bit of a surprise. After a while, I was thinking about the green team again, and I found Mick up and asked him, how do they get on for the seeds? And he mentioned again they were strapped for cash, and he says they just buy what they can afford. And I told him how fortunate I'd been with them parcels, and we quickly went through the stuff they do grow, and I gathered all the seeds together, put them in a parcel, and then posted them to Mick. They should be arriving today, hopefully, or tomorrow. And then he's going to give them to the green team, and also any surplus he'll pass over to the disabled lot next door. So hopefully we'll get a bit of feedback from that, and it'll make them more happier, even more. So thanks again, Pam. You've made a lot of people happy again. Anyway, looks like a decent morning this morning. We had 2 deliveries of horse manure late yesterday afternoon. I've got a bay there which is empty, so I better crack on before it all goes. This is the bay what needs filling up. I've got probably about 2 or 3 inches on the bottom already, but I want to try and get that filled at least today. Well, after about 20 barrows later, that's what it looks like. Just reach the top. That will eventually drop probably a couple of feet. You can see the one on the right, that was filled the same. This one was completely filled probably about September, October last year, and it's all ready for use. This bay is twice as big as the other 2, so it does take a lot of filling. It does. I think it's about 40 or 50 barrel hours to fill that, and say it's 200 yards round trip, which makes it quite a lot of work, but well worth it in the end because you get black gold. This end bay here is about 3 months old. As you can see, it's rotting down really well. I thought while we've still got a reasonable amount of manure up at the top, I'd get a few more barrows and top this up. So this is the next one ready to go in. So there we have the 3rd bin. That's all topped up neatly now, and I'll just put the cover on that and it'll gently sink over the months, ready for come the autumn for top dressing. Well, that's about it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. It was something a bit different. Whoever said gardening was boring. See you later.